This is the Champ Series Game 1 press conference featuring the Florida State Seminoles. We are joined by student athletes Kaley Mudge and Kaley Harding. Please make sure if you have a question for a specific or just one of the student athletes, please use their full name since we have two Kaleys. Start with Graham Hayes.
Thanks. This is for Kaley Harding. I'm just curious if you could kind of walk me through where you were in 2018 when Florida State was playing for a title in the World Series, kind of where you were, if you were watching, just what you remember about that experience still being back in Tennessee.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was at a travel ball tournament or a travel ball practice, actually, and we were all watching on our phones. I know a lot of people wanted a Game 3, but I was just pushing for the Noles. Just wanted to go ahead and get it over with, but I think, I was at a practice just cheering them on.
Allison Posey.
Hey guys, this question is for both of you. Just your guys' ability to do the little, talk about the aggressive base running, the putting the ball in play, the final inning, the switching of the defensive positions because you guys had to. Just what is it about this team? You guys aren't afraid to do anything. You just go out there and you get it done.
Start with Kaley Mudge, please.
Yeah, we've worked on just being aggressive all year. That's one of our core values, is being aggressive. So it's definitely something that comes with this team. I think we've really bought into being aggressive base runners and just being so flexible on defense. Kaley Harding can play literally any position, so it's fun to see her move around and to see Sid and Dev have to move around and then Kirsten come in. That was huge. I think everyone in the dugout is just ready for next man up, which makes it such a good culture here.
Kaley Harding.
Yeah, Mudge basically said it all. We practice so hard. We practice base running a lot. We just go out there, honestly, and just play softball. We practice enough, so.
Ryan Aber.
Yeah, this question's for both of y'all. Just if you could talk about Danielle Watson's performance tonight and how important that was, the way she set the tone early. And then also the throw out there in the second by you, Kaley Harding. How big was that for both of y'all to just sort of set the tone for this game?
Start with Kaley Harding.
Yeah, Danielle did a great job. She kept the momentum on our side. She did a great job keeping the ball in the park. We know they were going to swing it. She kept her composure really well. The second inning, I don't really know. I just tried to do whatever I could to keep the momentum on our side. It's not easy playing in front of thousands of Oklahoma fans, but whatever I could do to keep Uncle Mo in our dugout.
Kaley Mudge.
Yeah, Danielle's one of the most competitive people that I've ever met. And she's grown so much since being here, so it's really fun to see her compete on the stage and succeed. I knew that we all had her back, and when she got the start, we were all just ready to be in her hip pocket for her, and she's worked so hard to be in this moment, so I'm just really proud of her.
Kurt Weiler.
Kaley Mudge, you talked about how the aggression on the base pass and how that's really been the MO of this team with how much speed y'all have all year. Was that something, was there an extra emphasis maybe even put on that? Maybe that could be the great equalizer for y'all against a team like Oklahoma with that lineup?
Yeah, definitely. We've worked hard on our base running all year. When we were trying to find who we were as a team, we knew one thing for sure, and that was that we were fast. I think one of the pitchers said it in one of the beginning of our team meetings, is that we're fast and we can take a lot of bases. So we've definitely used that to our advantage throughout the whole season, and it's just trying to be the same team that we've been all season being here. Nothing's going to show up new, so it's just cool to see us running the bases just like we have all season.
Chandler Engelbrecht.
Hey guys, congrats on the win. This question's to both of you. Obviously, to win this whole thing, you guys are going to have to beat OU one more time. No team so far this season has managed to beat OU twice. What's the recipe to get the win tomorrow or the next day?
Start with Kaley Harding.
Honestly, just playing Florida State softball. We have been all year trusting in not only Team 38, really. It's not going to be easy, and we know that, but we are resilient, and we're going to fight whatever it takes.
Kaley Mudge.
Yeah, I definitely agree with what Kaley said. It's going to take all of us. It's going to take all of our fight. Oklahoma's a great team, and we know they have some hot bats and some good pitchers. So I think just focusing on us, focusing on what matters, and what matters is the people in our circle. It's obviously very loud here. It's basically a home game, so the fans have been amazing on our side, but we're just trying to focus in on ourselves and just fight for each other one pitch at a time.
Melvin Stith.
Congratulations, guys. Kalei Harding, you've moved down to the 9th spot in the order, and then you've really broken out in these last couple games. Is that because you got less pressure in the 9th spot, or is it just one of those things where you just broke out? Is it a coincidence?
It's definitely less pressure, especially being a freshman, coming in, playing in front of so many people. Less pressure in the 9th spot definitely helped, but honestly just keeping a short memory and knowing I can do it. It only takes one pitch, so just believing in myself.
Last one for our student athletes, Ronald Smith.
This is Ronald E. Smith. I just want to talk about your teammate. This is for both of you guys. This is for your teammate, Josie Muffley. Scary play during the game. But again, when they picked her up and just helping her, she was so upset about being taken out the game. Just tell us about her toughness and how no matter what, she still wants to go and give her best 110%.
Start with Kalei Mudge.
Yeah, Josie's one of the toughest people on this team for sure, mentally and physically. She throws her body around like it's nothing, and she's made plays like that all season for us. She's not afraid to go in hard and dive for balls, whatever it takes. She's definitely whatever it takes type of player. So it was a scary moment. Definitely I was standing right there at home plate, and it was a very scary play, but I'm glad that she got up. She's so competitive and tough that she always wants to be out on that field, but I'm just glad that she's okay.
Kalei Harding.
Yeah, 100% what Mudge said. Josie is definitely the toughest player I've ever played with. She'll take whatever. She'll take so many hits, so many hit by pitches, so many collisions, but she'll get right back up, and I'm pretty sure you'll see her out on the field tomorrow with a huge smile on her face.
Kalei ×2, thank you very much for your time and congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Joined now by head coach Lonni Alameda, and we will begin with Kurt Weiler.
Coach, you've talked a lot, I know, about this season, about how your belief in this team's speed and what that can do and how aggressive that can make you on the base pass. Was there maybe even an extra emphasis put on that coming into this game, knowing, the power of that OU lineup you were going against?
No, I think this has just been who we are, and I think it's a mixture of speed and smarts. I think Kalei alluded to the fact that we really practice on our base running, but we also really talk about the smarts of base running and how important it is to take an extra 60 feet, knowing arm strengths and running with your head up and all those things. So that's just been who we are. We've done that all season. So, I'm so proud of them to be able to, on a big stage like today, let it loose and take the extra bases that got us here, and they're comfortable doing it now.
Elizabeth Merrill.
Did you say anything to Kalei Harding after the game, and kind of how do you sum up how a freshman puts together that kind of a game after her earlier struggles?
Kalei's been amazing all season. She's had a big role for us as a freshman. She's played a lot of different positions. She's been in the top of the lineup for most of the season and has done incredible. And I know at this point in the season she's almost like a sophomore. I think I hugged her. I hope I hugged her. Maybe I didn't. I don't know, but I will. It's kind of whirlwind right after the game. But again, I think as a coach you get this time of year, and your heart is just so full when they get opportunities to be on the big stage and get after what they want to get after.
Tom Tibbetts.
Hey, Coach, just coming into that game, Danielle, obviously, between your pitchers, was pitching the fewest innings in this Women's College World Series up to this point. But to have that kind of outing, and the scoreboard might not have looked like it, but against an offense like Oklahoma, just what do you say about the kind of start and quality that she came out and gave you for those 5 innings?
Yeah, incredible. I think we've been blessed with a great pitching staff this year, and I think we've been blessed with the pitching staff that works together. They know they're a unit. They know they can bring at any time a pitch to the circle that's needed for the team, and Danielle was just waiting for her moment, and she was present. She was completely composed in some big moments and connected with her team. And that's something that we've worked on all season for her. And we all knew she had it in her. And here we are, the opportunity to give it to her, and she shined.
Ira Schaffel.
Hey, Coach, you guys have played in some really tough environments. What was this like, and how did you feel like the team handled it, and what do you expect it's going to take to close out Oklahoma here particularly?
Yeah, I mean, it's I said it in the fourth inning interview. I mean, it's electric. Every time I kept going out there, I'm like, they're softball fans. They're not OU fans, right? Like, this is just everyone's excited about the softball game. I think Mendez has their own cheering section in right field. Like, it's pretty incredible. It's incredible for the game. I don't know if anyone's ever played in this environment unless you're playing Oklahoma at home for a national championship. Like, it's a different story with that second level. It echoes. It's really, really cool. It's really cool, and for the growth of our sport. And I was so proud of all of us, even me. I know that I've coached a lot of games and been a lot of places, but there were many times I'm like, wow, it's so loud. This is so cool for our sport, and all of our kids just took it in, and we're completely comfortable in the moment.
Ashley Coleman.
Coach, can you talk about the importance of having the veteran players talk to the team before the start of this game? How important was that, and what impact did it have?
Yeah, no, I think we've probably been sharing stories about postseason for about 3 to 4 weeks now. You get towards the end of your regular season, your book of work puts you in a position to be an at-large. So you start practicing and talking about 3-game series. You start talking about championship mindsets, all the things that we've earned and we can trust. So then, you get together as a group and, hey, Sid, share with the team what it's like to walk into Oklahoma City for the first time for practice day. Hey, Anna, what's it like, when there's 2 teams left playing and all the fans are yelling, and they could share their experience. And now those experiences have been shared, and now the freshmen can see what they're talking about. So I think it's hugely important. But I think the biggest thing right now is we're playing together as a team. And there's no someone's been here before. It is we're all in this together, and we're playing as a team. And we're playing some really exciting softball. And that's probably the greatest thing that the stories have shared with us.
Graham Hayes.
Hi, Lonni. Going back to Danielle for a second, how did her performance last night influence the decision and the thought process? And is that a decision that you knew you were going to make last night when you go to sleep, or do you sleep on it?
No, I had a pretty good idea that I wanted to start her today. I knew her velocity down in the zone and her ability to spread the zone with the rise ball was going to be pretty good. I mean, they're great hitting clubs, so you have to attack different quadrants and you have to use different speeds. And so, they're right-handed heavy, they're power heavy. So there's a lot of things going into that thought process. Also, on the other side, can I give Kat a little bit of rest? She's been pitching great games for us too. Kaylin and her have got a lot of innings under their belt here, so can we get a little bit of rest for them to go on what tomorrow is the biggest game, right? Game 2 is the toughest of any 3-game series, and we wanted to get quality information today. And if we got the W, wow, incredible, icing on the cake, and now we can get to work tonight and decide what we need to do tomorrow.
All right, last one for Coach Melvin Stith.
Thanks, Coach. Could you talk a little bit about the importance of jumping on them early? I mean, this is the second time that you got the big lead and then kind of held on a little bit. And also, how's Josie doing?
Yeah, Josie's great. We had a doc come in and check her out, and he just wanted to double check and make sure that she's fine. So she's going to be okay. Gosh, any run support right now, I think it's just so cool that the team is so comfortable with, short game, passing the bat, big swings. They're okay with quality plate appearances, like everything that we've been working through the season, they're comfortable with. So, but when you can throw some run support in the board, and then you're going after a team that can leave the yard pretty consistently, it allows you as a pitcher to calm down and attack the zone with a different mindset. So it was absolutely huge for us. The hitters have just been incredible how they've been working their plans, and Travis and Troy have just been getting after each individual player and the offense in general. And it's a huge one, and something that we want to keep getting after for the next game.
Coach Alameda, thank you for your time as always. We very much appreciate it. Congratulations.
Thank you all.